For his entire career, Barry Zito has owned the second half. He owns the month of August, and he owns September. And last start, he was the owner of a season-high 10 strikeouts. Tonight, Zito looks to continue his ownage of the second half. He takes on the Cubs next. Another cool night here at AT&T Park as Giants fans filing into the ballpark as we all get ready for Game 3 of this 4-game series, Cubs-Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants took it on the chin last night. They'll try to get back on track tonight, and they'll give the ball to Barry Zito, and he's facing a Cubs lineup. Well, there's just not a lot of Cubs in the lineup.
Well, Aramis Ramirez went down today in batting practice, and he has been pulled out of the lineup. Derek Lee has been put on bereavement. So a couple of the regulars, if you're a left-handed pitcher, you have to be very concerned about, are not in there. However, do not take the rest of these Cubs lightly, and the Giants found that out last night. They'll try and do war against Tom Gorzolani, and for what I see, it's a couple of lefties going at each other, and Barry Zito's been hot, so let's hopefully that hot streak continues.
All right, Zito on the hill tonight, facing another lefty in Tom Gorzolani. All right, when we come back, we're going to take a look at the Giants Wall of Fame. This may be the most important one of all time. It's about my partner in Amy G right after this.
you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Toyota. More people say yes to Toyota than any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today.
Giants fans are on their way to AT&T Park, going to settle in for a chilly one here tonight. But this 4-game series is heating up between the Giants and the Cubs, who are split with a game apiece. Welcome back to AT&T Park. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and this evening we continue our look at the 46 members of the Giants Wall of Fame. The featured Giant tonight, well, you're probably going to hear him tell an opposing player to grab some pine meat, and if you're lucky, he'll throw out an Atta-Babe. But before, Mike Krukow was a member of the Emmy Award-winning broadcast duo of Kruk and Kipe. He was an all-star pitcher with San Francisco and earned himself a spot on the Giants Wall of Fame.
Mike Krukow was born in Long Beach, California in 1952 and spent 7 seasons with the San Francisco Giants. Acquired from the Philadelphia Phillies in 1982, Kruk registered 66 of his 124 career wins with the Giants and became one of the leaders of the pitching staff in the late 80s. 1986 marked a career year for the 34-year-old right-hander. In 245 innings pitched, he posted a 20-9 record with a 3.05 ERA. Kruk finished third in that year's NL Cy Young Award voting and was selected to the All-Star team as well. In both 1985 and 86, he was awarded the Willie Mack Award, honoring his spirit and leadership. On October 10, 1987, in his only playoff appearance, Kruk demonstrated how fierce a competitor he was. In Game 4 against the St. Louis Cardinals, Kruk tossed a complete game and helped the Giants even the series up. Mike Krukow, a member of the Giants Wall of Fame.
Well, Mike Krukow is also going to tell you tonight that Buster Posey's in the squat and left-handed pitcher Barry Zito's on the hill for the Giants. Game 3 coming up in moments. But first, after these messages, we're going to check in with our Sportsnet Central studios for an update. Stay with us.
fielder Mike Fontenot. And all Mike Fontenot had to do was he had to go from clubhouse to clubhouse, leaving the Cubs clubhouse, the visiting clubhouse here at AT&T Park, and taking the walk through the tunnel. I'll say he's got all smiles.
Well, that's got to be the weirdest feeling that could possibly happen to a professional athlete. You got to flip unis in the middle of a series. And who does he run to first? The Panda.
He's the greeter.
He's the official greeter.
And right now, even if it's for a brief amount of time, it is definitely a fish out of water. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 56 degrees here at the yard. Winds at 8 miles per hour. Humidity at 75%. It is cool and cloudy. By the way, Fontenot, as you would imagine, available tonight. Let's take a look at the Cubs lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Colvin Castro. Been impressed with both of those two young players. Then Nady hitting third. It's Marlon Byrd, the cleanup hitter. Good numbers against lefties this year. Soriano, Baker, followed by DeWitt, Wellington, Castillo, and then Tom Gorzolani.
The Giants defensively tonight will have Burrell, Rowand, and Torres. That's your outfield. Uribe, Sandoval on the left side. Sanchez back in the lineup at second, joined by Huff on the right side of the infield. In the squat tonight, Buster Posey. He'll put the signs down for this man who is on the bump, Barry Zito. Let's take a look at his numbers. They're brought to you by the Bay Area Hyundai dealers. 24 started. He has been on a roll. His record does not reflect how well he has thrown. A 3.35 ERA in 150 innings, a 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio, and he has really been in tune with what he throws.
First pitch at 7:15. There's a strike called by Ted Barrett. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colvin hitting .252. He's got 17 home runs, 40 RBIs. You see the note, he's 2 for 9 in the series. Sandoval in at third, and there's a foul back, and it's 1-2. Giants won in extra innings on Monday, a 4-3 win. Cubs winning yesterday 8-6. Zito, since the break, see, is under 500 with wins and losses, but his ERA fabulous. Line drive, center field. Colvin, a leadoff single.
Let's take a look at our Toyota keys to the game. Well, I mean, this guy the Giants just got, Mike Fontenot, had a big defensive play in game 1, big offensive play last night. What do you say he is the hero tonight? We're going to make him the hero. That's right. Number 2, Zito be Zito. And that means do what you've been doing. He's been pitching beautifully, going deep into games, giving his team a chance to win, and that would be good. And how about 14 more hits? They had 14 hits last night. The offense finally broke out tonight. It'd be nice to see him score a few runs for Barry Zito. And those are our Toyota keys to the game.
Here's Starlin Castro. What the Giants are trying to do is keep the Cubs from scoring in the first inning. 2 on Monday, 4 yesterday. Castro hitting .310. He's got 3 home runs, 36 RBIs. He takes high 2-0.
Zito, when he's right, is going to give you a fastball that'll go 84 to 89 miles per hour. Even 90. It was last outing. We saw him hit 90, and that was in the 7th inning. And that was on 2 guns. He'll have a little cut to his fastball, big curveball, a slider that is a very, very hard-breaking slider. It's been a good pitch for him of late, and a little changeup that'll run away from righties.
Comes in with a 2-0 fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Both Colvin and Castro have never faced Zito before. It was his no decision against the Atlanta Braves. Gave up a couple of home runs. Colvin with 4 steals. He's 4 out of 5 in that department. He does not go, and that pitch is high, and it's 3-1.
Ted Barrett, I think, is more of a low ball umpire than he is a high ball umpire, but he at times can give you everything, and at times he can be very small, so that inconsistency to the size of the strike zone can drive guys crazy. But he's not afraid to ring up a hitter.
Foul back, a big swing by the young shortstop, and it's 3-2. He's not afraid to take his ribs.
He's been impressive. He's a good-looking player.
He's 4 for 11 in the series. Had 3 RBIs last night. And you win by 2 runs, then you can say that this kid was the difference last night. 3-2. And Zito will check on Colvin, who's likely to be going.
Zito can give a base runner at first base about 5 different looks with his move to home. Never ever really gives you the same look twice. He can give you a high leg kick, he can slide step you. He can bring it back and hold it for just a slight pause before he heads home. A lot of little deceptive tricks that he has learned over the years, holding runners on.
Colvin goes, swinging a pop-up. This is playable. It's Aubrey Huff, and the flip to Zito, not in time, but a nice effort. If you're ever going to drop a pop-up, that's when you're going to do it.
You're thinking, I want to get rid of it. I have a chance to play. How am I going to get it out? I mean, he couldn't really quite get it out, but it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. And you're right. You're thinking so much. You're thinking more about the exchange than you are about catching the pop-up.
Here's Nady. Nady, a couple of hits in the series. 229 with 4 home runs, 20 driven in. He does have a career home run off of Zito. He's 1 for 2 lifetime. Colvin led off the game with a single, a line drive into center field. High pop-up down the right field line. Andres Torres is going to make the catch. He'd have gone in the seats for that one. He had the look.
Well, he also had a ticket, so he could have made the play in the seats. Let's take a look at our Bloomberg sports graphic. It's about Barry Zito and his walks per 9 innings. You go back to 2008, he was, and that's your white line, he was averaging 5.1 walks per 9. His ERA was 5.1. Then he cut it down in 2009. He cut it down even farther, and no coincidence that his ERA dropped as well. And that is our Bloomberg sports graphic. So less walks, smaller ERA.
Here's Marlon Byrd, hitting at .311 with 10 home runs, 49 RBIs. Byrd did not play last night. Did play on Monday and went 2 for 5. 2 outs and Colvin at first base. See if he takes off. He does not. Byrd takes a pitch in the dirt. Suppose he couldn't find it, but now he does. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Rockies beat the Mets tonight 6-2. Philadelphia shut out the Dodgers 2-0. San Diego and Pittsburgh just underway. We shouldn't slight Arizona. Arizona is leading Milwaukee 8-2 in the 7th. High to Marlon Byrd. 2 balls and no strikes. And a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. He's been able to pretty much, when he's been behind in the count so far, plant the pitch he wants to make.
I think at times he even becomes a better pitcher when he's behind in the count. Because he's never predictable with fastball in that fastball count. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1.
On the ground to Freddie Sanchez. That'll be a 4-3 putout. And Zito gets past the leadoff single. Giants are coming up. Bruce Bochy's lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Torres, Sanchez, Aubrey Huff, and then Buster Posey, who's a cleanup hitter against the Cubs. 3 for 10, a couple of doubles, and 3 RBIs. Burrell hitting 5th, Uribe, Sandoval, Rowan 8th, Zito 9th.
There's the starting defense for the Chicago Cubs. It'll be Soriano, Bird, and Colvin. That's your outfield. Castro, Baker on the left side. DeWitt and Nady on the right side. And Wellington Castillo will be in the squat putting down the signs. And the guy in the bump will be Tom Gorzolani, who has never lost to the Giants. An excellent 3-0 lifetime record with a 1.29 ERA. And those are his numbers. 16 starts, 6-6. And he's a guy who's not going to really dazzle you with a lot of velocity in his fastball. He can go 86 to 92 depending on the grip and depending on the day. You're going to see more 80s than 90s. He's got a little talent that runs away from righties. He wants righties to try and pull him. He's got an excellent changeup and slider combination. You'll see any pitch at any time.
Gorzolani threw that pitch and looked back at the mound. So no confidence in the mound for Tom Gorzolani. 2 for 10 in the series for Andres Torres.
All right, let's take a look. Did he catch his foot? Something didn't feel right as he looks back. Takes you a while to break a mound in.
Oh, he's keeping the ball down.
Gorzolani in his 4th year at the big league level. He's 28 years old.
3-1. Sanchez and then Aubrey Huff. And a solid single to left field for Andres Torres. Torres had been 0 for 3 lifetime against Gorzolani. Here's Freddie Sanchez. Sanchez 1 hit in his last 14 at bats. You remember that hit? That was a pop-up that Gonzalez, the shortstop for the Braves, didn't see. Sanchez shows bunt, and the first pitch is down low.
Tim Flannery running through the signs.
There may be a hit and run in there somewhere, or a steal.
Gorzolani's not a bad guy to hit and run with. He's always around the plate.
And a good take by Sanchez, who came in as a pinch hitter last night and drew a walk. And Sanchez is a guy that doesn't walk a lot. And the throw to first was in the dirt. Gorzolani looked like he was throwing, moving away from first base.
A snap throw. Got to be careful with that. That's not an easy move to teach young players because you can hurt your arm doing that.
Runner goes and no throw. And Torres steals it. His 22nd of the year.
That's got to grind at Wellington Castillo, the catcher for the Cubs, because he likes to show off his arm, and it's a good one. But if you're going to throw, you got to get a good pitch to throw on that ball in the dirt. Castillo could not do much about it. And I think Andres Torres had a pretty good jump.
It's 3-0 to Sanchez. And Sanchez taking all the way, takes him right down the pipe. It's 3-1. And now Gorzolani wants to talk to his young catcher. The look to second by Gorzolani, and he looks again. High pop-up foul down the right field line and out of play. And it's 3-2. It's the new Giant Mike Fontenot. It's got to be weird.
He's got to be totally disoriented. Fontenot in his 4th year at the big league level, 30-year-old.
And the walk and a good take.
All right, time now for our 4 right choice. Let's take a look at the productive out leaders in the National League, and Aubrey Huff is right at the top with 28 productive outs. And in Elias' definition, outs on which the batter drives in or advances the runner without making the 3rd out of an inning. And Giants, as a team, lead the National League with 222 productive outs. Impressive. That's a Ford right choice.
Did not know that.
I didn't either.
Aubrey Huff, how about that? A sneak attack bunt, then he takes it high and tight, 1-0. Well, he's got Jeff Baker's attention. Baker's now in on the grass at 3rd.
And that may be his plan, because as soon as a guy shows bunt, the third baseman's got to respect it. Brings him in a little bit closer, shortens his range.
And a strike, even the count.
And it may be Aubrey Huff's intent that he's up there looking for a breaking ball, and he will use the left side of the field on a breaking ball. Slight shift as they pull shortstop Castro close to the bag. There's a big hole on that left side.
Into center field, a base hit. A late start for Torres, and they're going to hold them up, and the bases are loaded. Torres had to make sure, although from up here we could tell it was going to be a hit. From down there, maybe not such a good angle.
Well, you got to freeze in the line drive. You can't run yourself into a double play and take yourself out of the inning by being careless on the base pass. So a slight hesitation, and when he froze and had to step back, with nobody out, you're not going to risk a play at the plate. So Tim Flannery plays it conservative, and it's all set up for Buster Posey.
Buster Posey hitting .341, 8 home runs, 41 driven in. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strike. Posey 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs last night. One ball and no strikes. On a play down the right field line, but hit well. We're being told that Posey had a double that knocked in a pair of runs last night that was changed by the official score. So that means Posey last night 2 for 5 with a couple of RBIs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just below the knees. Boy, Gorzelani has been teasing the Giants with that pitch below the knees, and most of these Giants are not biting tonight.
Well, and Ted Barrett, plate umpire, is not giving him that low strike, and that's a big part of his game.
Two and two. Torres at third, Sanchez at second, Huff is at first.
Now that was his teaser. Yep. He had a chance to go out of the strike zone and run that little tail away fastball, and it wasn't really close. A pretty easy take for Buster Posey, and now he's got to come in. If you're Posey, it's a simple situation. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. You're looking for something up. He can get in the air deep enough to score the runner from third.
Slowly hit. The play is going to be at first. Posey is out. A run comes in, and both runners advance. So it becomes a productive out. It's 1-0 Giants.
Sometimes a weak ground ball can be an asset You don't want to hit that thing hard enough to cost your team a double play. So everybody moves up. There's no forcing order for a ground ball guy like Gorzolani, and you get the run in nice and bad.
Here's Pat Burrell. Burrell's got a couple at bats. He's 2 for 2 lifetime against Gorzolani. And he'll take a strike on the inside corner.
That's that four-seam fastball. He cuts in on the inside corner to righties, and that's when he'll hump up his best velocity. That pitch at 91, and that's about top.
Two. So a ground ball could plate another run for the Giants. But Burrell now finds himself way behind in the count, 0-2. He's going to come in. It's fouled out of play. As that time Burrell digs it out.
There's the line, just burning hands right now, just going right in that inside corner with hard stuff.
And Burrell just, and I mean just, got a piece of it.
A back foot breaking ball. Perfectly placed. That's good use of an 0-2 count right there. And you're right. I think he may have just scraped a little bit of the red seam on that baseball.
His last 11 games, big numbers.
And a lot of those RBIs have come late, difference makers.
Just tomahawks that high fastball to stay alive. Two. Driven to left. It's going to be a base hit. Sanchez is going to score right behind him. Aubrey Huff scores, and it's 3-0 Giants on an 0-2 pitch.
Well, that's just big league hitting, folks. You fight off some fuzz to get yourself something you can do something with, and that's going to bring Larry Rothschild out to talk about it. But in the meantime, we're going to call that base hit that knocked in a pair our Dodge Ram drive of the game. And really just a knee-high breaking ball that hangs out over the plate. And as we mentioned, Burrell, who's been hot, comes through again, and it's a big inning for the Giants. Freddie Sanchez goes back to the bag, and now it's a foot race. And Aubrey Huff almost caught Sanchez. Our Dodge Ram drive of the game. One more look. Tim Flannery waving. Wearing out an armpit.
Here's Juan Uribe. Uribe with a half swing quickly falls behind. We welcome the San Francisco Bell into the fold.
San Francisco Bell is good luck. Every time she shows up, the Giants score a crooked number.
Little pop-up down the right field line. This is going to fall and bounce into the seat. There's the Bell. Not a whole lot going on tonight, but we welcome them anyway. Oh, 2 to Juan Uribe. No swing, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Tony Randazzo, the first base umpire, saying, nah.
And he got Uribe, who was way out in front. Let's check in with Amy G.
Well, guys, we got to wish Pablo Sandoval a happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños to the Panda. He's 24 years old today. I talked to him earlier, and he said, I'm getting really close to 30. Yeah, right. All the players wished him a happy birthday, and he said that he can't go out tonight because they have a day game tomorrow, but after tomorrow's game, he'll be going to dinner with his mama. Happy birthday, Pablo. Guys?
Yeah, he's getting close to 30.
Sandoval hitting .268. Lines this one, right center field. It's going to fall. Sandoval with a 2-out base hit, and that's going to allow Aaron Rowan to hit. Maybe not struck on the sweet spot, but nobody cares.
No. And you don't get those hits unless you start coming up with a good swing. Your bat has to lay out a little flatter in the strike zone, be in that zone a little bit longer. 31 pitch inning now for Gorzelani. And he really has taken some hand action out. He's gotten a little bit quicker to the ball, and the results are starting to be very favorable. Especially from the right side, we're seeing a big difference.
Here's Rowan. Way inside to Rowan. For Aaron Rowan, his first start in the series.
I'm really surprised with an open base and a left-handed hitting Barry Zito on the on-deck circle. They're even pitching Aaron Rowan. And it may be one of those deals where they kind of nibble and see if he'll be aggressive and chase the first couple pitches before they walk him.
Or try to make a perfect pitch.
And that was a pitcher's pitch. But there should be no mistakes out over the middle of his plate, not with an open base and a pitcher on deck.
Shallow right center field. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the right fielder, Colvin. And that retires his side. Giants pick up 3 runs. It's 3-0. One of the big hits, the base hit by Pat Burrell. Here's Alfonso Soriano facing Barry Zito. Soriano hitting .259, 19 home runs, 58 driven in, and he takes a pitch high. 5 for 39. Those are the numbers for Soriano against Zito. On the ground sharply to Juan Uribe. And here's where he airs it out. 2 Giant stories by Farmers. Did you know that on August 11, 2001, in a 9-4 win against the Cubs, Giants winning pitcher Livan Hernandez goes 4 for 4 with his first career home run. And oh, by the way, Barry Bonds also hit his 50th home run of the season. Visit farmers.com to hear real, true stories from Farmers customers and find a Bay Area agent near you. Farmers Insurance, ready, feels good.
Well done.
As Baker takes a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Jeff Baker was a late addition to the Cubs lineup as Aramis Ramirez hurt his rib cage in batting practice.
I always worry about that guy that gets put in for somebody else.
I do too. I always felt that way pitching to a lineup where there was a late surprise. Kind of ticks you off. Now Zito's probably pitched to Aramis Ramirez 100 times before he's got out there.
Uribe will charge this one. That's the first time I've seen an infielder call off another infielder on a ground ball. I got it. Watch Uribe. He's going to tell Sandoval, I got it. Hey.
You never, the Pandas, it's his birthday. He's got to be feeling pretty good.
Breaking ball to Blake DeWitt. Topped out in front of home plate. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Zito picking and throwing, and DeWitt beat it out.
That's an outstanding effort from Barry Zito. And that's how right-handed first basemen get hurt. And Aubrey Huff trying to shake a little life back into his left hand, and he may have gotten hurt. Zito in a very quick motion, 360s. And Aubrey Huff, to his credit, hanging in there trying to make the play. But as you reach in, I mean, your hand, if it makes contact with the runner, I mean, you can really break it up.
Looking back, it was probably a better opportunity for Posey than Zito. Here's Castillo, who takes high.
And good effort from Zito. And look the reach in there. We saw Cliff Floyd, who was playing first base for Montreal, when you reach in like that. And Todd Hundley was the base runner, and he collided with his left hand as he reached in to try and catch the ball and broke his wrist in about 6 places.
There's a bullet down the left field line. Burrow cannot quite cut it off. He's going to get it, and they're going to wave in the runner DeWitt. Here's the throw home. It is in time. As Posey hangs on, and DeWitt is nailed at the plate. Beautiful.
Padres, it's a 105 game, and the first 7,500 fans 14 and under will receive an orange mesh jersey presented by Remax. If you want a ticket, all you have to do is go to sfgiants.com. And remember, with dynamic pricing, buy early and save large.
All right, tell me about this one, Mike.
Well, it's historic play. Wellington Castillo, the catcher for the Cubs, first big league hit. And here's how you put on a relay. You got a good arm with Burrow. All he needs to do is hit a good arm in Uribe, and he does the rest. And Buster Posey hangs on, A big contact play as Blake DeWitt came in there and put a jolt to Posey. Watch the shiv with the forearm, and Buster Posey holds his ground. And I'm not sure if he appreciated it that much, but he gets it done.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to slide, you got to go in hard someplace else.
Well, Buster Posey dropped a little stank eye on Blake DeWitt as he looked back after the play was over as he headed back to the Giants dugout.
Is it Blake DeWitt that's missing? And it is. We're waiting on Blake DeWitt or somebody else.
He's got a bloody nose.
Yeah, he took one right off of the face mask.
Got a lip. Well, that'll make Buster feel a little bit better. But Blake DeWitt is a hard-nosed player. I mean, he'll do the same thing at second base, and it's legit. I mean, it's not a dirty play. I mean, he's just up there trying to make a collision. And it is the law of the land around home plate. It's all start, anything goes. Now, Buster Posey does a smart thing. He leaves his helmet on. And that's exactly what DeWitt runs into. It is not a dirty play. It's a hard-nosed play. But watch two good arms nail a runner. You know how good Uribe's arm is, and that is a strike. Gets it to Posey in plenty of time. He gets himself in position to hang on to the ball. And there he puts the tag on and takes the jolt.
Here's Barry Zito who takes a strike. Zito 5 for 36 on the season. On deck, Andres Torres and then Freddie Sanchez. 3-0 Giants. Mike Krukow is going to head over to the Chicago Comcast side for the third inning. And coming over here will be Bob Brenly.
So there's BB. Bob Brenly, best catcher I ever threw to right there.
Well, we're going to find out if the feeling is mutual in about a half an inning.
No. He was a good one. She's okay.
Yeah, hit my arm. I'm tough. That wasn't a swing, was it?
Yeah. Well, Giants baseball is brought to you by the Solar Company. Call 877-60-SOLAR for 0 down, 0 payments for 12 months. As a qualified buyer, ask about their 0 down lease option. Offer expires August 31st.
I want to get that. I want to get it.
Well, you're feeling better if you want pizza.
I was just kidding, though. Here's Torres as he lines it into center field. He's got another hit. Bird is going to dive to try to keep Torres from going to second. And he does dive, but he cannot hang on to it. This is a swing where when you go back to the dugout, what you do is you say, did that on purpose. Didn't want to run the bases.
Well, you know, I think he's just setting up Gorzelani for his next at-bat with runners in scoring position.
I absolutely agree. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez is due to get hot. And I mean hot until the end of the season.
Well, he has high expectations. I mean, you lead the league in hitting, which he has done, and he's a 3-time All-Star. You have high expectations. Not happy the way things are going right now with the wood.
1 ball and 1 strike.
But you made a point of this last night after the game. You saw the at-bat that Freddie Sanchez took last night as a pinch hitter. He came off the bench and had a nice at-bat. He walked. And you can definitely walk your way out of a slump.
Hit on the ground sharply, but there is DeWitt. As Sanchez is retired. Torres to third, and here's Aubrey Huff. So Aubrey Huff, who's single in the first, steps up. Good breaking ball, and it's 0-1. A little low with Buster Posey to follow. Giants scored 3 runs in the first on 4 hits and a walk.
Ooh, almost a balk.
Dribbler. Foul.
A lot of left-handers will go out of the windup of the runner at third base because they get a better look at the runner prior to starting their motion. And the last thing that goes on and any other left-hander will do is they'll look at that runner. But once you start that motion and stopped it, that can be interpreted as a balk. And that's something you don't want to make a steady practice of. I mean, all he was trying to do is step off the rubber, but still, because he has his right foot in front of the rubber, that is a very, very fine line for an umpire to define.
Huff out swinging to end the inning. Don't be too good over there, will you?
All right, partner.
And there's one of the photos here at AT&T Park. Celebration 1987. Mike Krukow and Bob Brennan.
Woohoo!
And welcome.
Well, it's good to be here, Smoothie. You know, I'm a big fan of you and Krupp. We catch the games whenever we can, and I think perhaps more so than any other listener of you guys, I understand some of the verbiage that you use and some of the stories. You know,
and can you tell when Mike's exaggerating a little bit?
When his mouth opens up, yeah.
Here's Garzalani who takes his strike.
I think Otter really missed his calling. He should have been a player agent, because every time the Giants get a new guy and I'll ask him, well, tell me about your new player. Oh, he's great. He's the best.
And then we got a guy in Double-A.
Yeah. Oh, you should see this kid. He's going to make people forget Mays. I mean, he should have been an agent.
Well, he was like that when we were all teammates, for crying out loud. See, there's Mike Fontenot.
He's great.
Mike put him into the Giants Hall of Fame.
Already. They got a brick for him out on the street. Oh, you will like Mike Fontenot, though. He's a gamer, a little hustler, you know, overachieving kind of a guy with surprising power. He's very versatile, can play second, third, or shortstop.
Well, I mean, plus with Renteria and the DL, the Giants need somebody that can do a few things. And so Fontenot, he ends up being the guy. Plus, he gained some ground in the standings.
And I'll tell you right now, his teammates used to call him Chicken, so you guys can kind of use that to your advantage in the future.
Yeah, we will figure that one out. Here's Tyler Colvin. We'll say this. These two guys, you know, we haven't seen the Cubs yet until these two games. Two guys, Colvin and Castro. Future. Especially Castro. I had no idea this kid could hit like he can. This is out into right field, which will hang up for Torres.
Yeah, I mean, he went through a little bit of a rough time. He hit well when he first got to the big leagues, and as you know, Dwayne, they make adjustments to you, and he made the counter adjustments. He started to drive the ball to the opposite field. He started to lay off some of those pitches out of the zone, and an extremely coachable young kid at 20 years old. He's worked very hard with Alan Trammell and Ivan DeJesus to try to improve his defense.
Fabulous. Here he is.
Tyler Colvin, all he did was get 2 hits every game in spring training. Whether he came in the 8th inning of a ball game as a defensive replacement, he got 2 hits every game.
Pitches down low. Giants 3, Cubs nothing here in the top of the 3rd inning. We're with Bob Brenly, Mike Krukow on the Chicago Comcast side. This is a picture that hangs in one of the hallways here. And that's got to bring back great memories for you.
Tremendous memories. That's some of the best times I ever had in my life. Those teams that we played on with the Giants in the late 80s. We were probably a little bit of an overachieving group as well when you looked at the talent that we had and the talent of some of the other teams that we competed against. I think we were better than our ability said we should have been.
Yeah, well, this was the clinch in '87. And I believe that picture is after this celebration on the field. And more than anything, this celebration was a mad celebration. And it was built on all the years of frustration that you and I were a part of.
Oh, we went through some tough years, losing 100 games in 1985. Probably could have lost a lot more. And to have it turn around as quickly as it did, and to have that success, and to reward the fans who came out there to Candlestick Park, so many cold nights to watch us play terrible baseball. That was quite a thrill.
Here's Xavier Nady after Castro with a 2-out single. And it happened pretty quick. And the '86 team with Robbie Thompson and Will Clark probably set everything in motion.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right. Every organization at some point has to make the determination. We're going to get a little younger. We've got some young guys. The Cubs are going through it this year. And I don't think there was any way to anticipate how quickly Will and Robbie were going to figure it out.
That's true. This is out to Rowan. This should end the inning, and it does. And the Cubs will strand 1. We'll visit more with Bob Brenly when we come back. Here it's 3-0 Giants.
And I hate the Dodgers.
This is 1982. This is Bob Brenly's first full year with the Giants. My first full year as well. And it was a surprising season for the Giants that year. I'll never forget the headline in the Chronicle with 1 week to go. The headlines were 1 week to go, 1 game out. And I think it even shocked us at that point. I mean, we did not expect to be there, but you know, a really good second half by everybody, and we had a chance to catch the Dodgers and the Braves. Here's Buster Posey. But 83, not bad. 84, it started to go downhill.
Yeah.
And of course, you talked about 85.
Well, you know, Brandon Phillips thought he had the market cornered on trash talking. See, I was just a rookie there.
This is on the ground to the third baseman, Baker. You like Posey?
Boy, do I like Posey. I'll tell you what, we were talking before the ballgame, Smoothie. We saw him in September last year, and he looked a little tired. His bat was a little slow. His movements behind the plate were a little bit slow, but boy, oh boy, has this kid come on. He's a special player. You talked about Starlin Castro for the Cubs. I feel he's in the same category. This is a guy that's going to be around and be a major, major force in this league for a long time.
Here's Pat Burrell, who takes a strike. It's pretty tough. I give Bruce Bochy credit to slot a kid in his first year in the cleanup spot in the pennant race. But he seems to be handling it all right. Burrell got the big hit in the first, so a single and knocking a pair.
I think for Posey, it may be a little bit to his advantage that you have such a young pitching staff. For the most part, you know, guys that are kind of his contemporaries. I remember when I first caught Doyle Alexander, I didn't realize how stupid I was. Boy, we were walking in from the bullpen talking about what signs we're going to use, and he just very casually says, we're going to use 2.5 pumps. I'll add above the waist and subtract below the waist, and I had no idea what he was talking about. Not a clue.
Burrell hits a high fly ball into left center field, and Bird will put it away. Well, Giants fans remember this one, and you see it and hear about it all the time. And you may like it, you may not.
Oh, no.
But it ends up on a good note. Okay, I'll count them.
Well,
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's more.
4. Wasn't your fault. Bad hop. And then you walk off. And the great reaction by you was you didn't flip your bat out of showing anybody up. You flipped it because you were disgusted that it took that to win the game.
Well, there's an old saying in this game, as long as you drive in as many as you let in, it's okay. And I broke even that day. I let in 4 unearned runs for Mike LaCosse, and I blame him still. You got to keep the ball away.
I'll bet he hadn't gotten over that even to this day.
And I also will divert some of the blame to Brad Wellman, because I borrowed his glove to play third base that day, and it just didn't work right.
He'll appreciate that, I'm sure. Here's Juan Uribe with 2 outs of the 1-2 pitch, and he pokes it to right field for a 2-out single. Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of Take a look at this. This is one of the first games I ever broadcasted. And this had to, catch you way off guard.
Well, it did. I mean, I didn't play first base that much. I didn't know what the heck to do. But right there, I really blew it completely, because if I'd have had my wits about me, I would have just turned and thrown the glove, ball, and everything around the horn.
Winged it around the infield.
Like nothing happened.
Oh, my word. Here's Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike.
Well, I will say this, Smoothie, between yourself and Darrell Evans and Milt May and some of the veterans that were on the Giants when my career was kind of getting started, you guys taught me how to be a big leaguer. And I had a lot to learn about being a big leaguer, but all you veterans that we had on that team, immense help.
We may not have won a lot of games, but we had a lot of fun.
Boy, did we ever.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, always a pleasure, Smoothie.
All right, Bob Brentley stopping by for an inning. I get my road beef back. 3-0 Giants. Is Mike Krukow back in the booth as we shift Brenly back to his side. It's Marlon Byrd to lead things off. And Byrd takes a strike.
Well, that was fun.
Well, you get involved in telling old stories, and I don't recall anything that happened in the third inning.
Yeah.
You start seeing old highlights, and of course, Jim and Jeff started digging up stuff that Bob Brenly probably hadn't seen in a very long time, and it was a lot of fun, lots of chuckles. On the ground, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, we both got a chance to play with Bob Brenly, and it was our good fortune to be with him on the field in uniform, because he is a rare, one-of-a-kind guy. And he laughed hard every day.
He did. Len Casper, by the way, is laughing. He just doesn't laugh. He doesn't show it. He's a real quiet, laughing guy.
The cheesehead.
See, Len? There's a belly laugh going on right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down the right field line and out of play. But, the great thing about Brenly is his humor, the same as yours, the same as mine. So he remembers all of the same things we do the same way. And he doesn't remember them another way, because we all laughed at the same thing. And that was in the bad years. I mean, you guys enjoyed the good years as teammates. As Byrd slams this one to left. Burrow back. He's looking up. Gone. And Marlon Byrd's got a sprint going. Do not get in front of this guy.
He does not mess around on the home run trot. I'm not sure you can even enjoy that one that fast. But you go back and watch, how quick is he to the inside corner? I mean, that's exactly where Zito wanted to throw the ball. Belt high, inside corner, and he digs it out. That's an impressive swing of the bat. Home run number 11 for Byrd.
Here's Soriano. Soriano bounced out to Juan Uribe in the second. That's a no-nonsense home run trot. That's Matt Williams. That's a speedy Matt Williams home run trot.
That's a humble home run trot. Pitchers appreciate that. But I know one thing. If you're thinking about going inside again to him, you might think about doing something else. If you go inside next time, you have to go inside bad. You can't throw it in the strike zone.
Well, it may have unnerved Zito just a little bit, because here he's behind now 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, it does unnerve you a little bit when you make the pitch you want and the guy jerks you. Well, as Soriano heads down to first base, what do you say we ask our trivia question? It's brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible. Can you name the 5 players in Major League Baseball history to record 300 home runs, 300 stolen bases, and 2,000 hits?
Here's Jeff Baker. And a high strike, and it's 0-1.
You watch Zito this whole year as he's had a very solid season. I mean, from spring training right to today. The one consistent thing that he has done so well is mix his first pitch, his first get-it-in strike pitch. Here in this at bat, he opens it up with a changeup, follows it up with a fastball, but basically steals strike one with a changeup. He'll use the curveball, the slider, he'll use every pitch he has. And that's how you establish that you can get pitches over in the mind of a hitter, by getting him over in the first pitch.
On the ground, Sanchez, Uribe, puff! And a nice 4.63 turn. I said this before. He may be slumping with the bat, but not with the glove.
Freddie Sanchez, I mean, and I think the whole play started with how he got himself in position to get the throw off the second. Watch the lower body get himself in a quick position as he just spins and drops his left knee and gets himself square to his target. It's a move he practices.
Down the right field line, foul.
And watch the technique as he comes to the ball and he drops down, and that's the move right there. And that's a move that young infielders can practice. And a perfect high feed right there, chest high to Uribe. That's the big leagues, folks, and that is a big league second baseman.
Line to left. Burrow's going to make the running catch. And that'll end the inning. 3-1 Giants.
Produced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, we're going to ask and answer our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T Rethink Possible. The question tonight, name the 5 players in Major League Baseball history to record 300 home runs, 300 stolen bases, and 2,000 hits. Our survey said Barry Bonds, Andre Dawson, Steve Finley, Willie Mays, and Alex Rodriguez.
And Andre Dawson in the hall.
Who gave a great speech, by the way.
You know what I thought was on that list? Ricky Henderson.
He's close.
Yeah, sure he is in every department. Rowan popped out in the first inning. One ball and one strike. Giants 3 in the first, but then Gorzolani has allowed a couple of hits, but he has shut them down since then. Mike Fontenot, the new Giant.
Kid out of LSU. He's 30 years old. I can't call him a kid anymore.
No. Rowan on the ground sharply to Baker at third. And Baker will throw him out. All right, Amy G's in the house. Amy?
Dwayne, Giants fans saw Edgar Renteria leave last night's game with a sore left bicep. He had an MRI today, and sure enough, it is a strain in that left bicep, and unfortunately, he was placed on the DL today. But good news for left-handed relievers Dan Runzler and Jeremy Affeldt. Dan Runzler actually started tonight in Arizona, and Jeremy Affeldt hoping to start Friday in San Jose. Gentlemen?
All right, good news. We've got some Giants that are coming back. By the way, San Diego has taken a 1-0 lead over the Pirates, that game in the 5th inning. Gorzolani struck out Zito in the second. 0-2. Zito's just not picking him up.
No, he's not. When he throws a breaking ball here, you will see an ugly swing. I like that.
Four strikeouts for Gorzolani, and here's Andres Torres. Torres is 2 for 2. A single in the first, a double in the second. Nice. Hasn't had a chance to get to that marker yet, that one that darkens up those shoes, up the middle. It's Castro who makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Fifth inning coming up for Barry Zito. The Giants and Padres, 7:15 start. All fans will receive a 2-for-1 flight voucher on Virgin America. Good to travel from August 25th through November 17th. Certain restrictions apply. To purchase tickets, visit sfgiants.com. And remember, with dynamic pricing, buy early and save. Here's Castillo to lead things off. Castillo with his first big league hit in the second. It was a double down the left field line. Looked like he was going to get his first big league RBI, but on a nice relay, Uribe Posey, DeWitt was thrown out at the plate. 0-2. Pretty good numbers for Wellington Castillo at AAA, which is in Iowa. 13 home runs, 57 RBIs, hitting at .251. The high fastball gets Castillo swinging.
Elevator. Well, Giants baseball is brought to you by Round Table Pizza, celebrating summer with their delicious barbecue chicken pizza, premium grilled chicken, smoky bacon, and a tangy barbecue drizzle. It's barbecue taste at a special silver price. Call Round Table today.
Here's Gorzolani, who struck out in the third inning. The 1-0 to Gorzolani, swinging him in.
Big breaking ball fouled away, so very quickly a 1-2 count here for Zito. It's always about 3 pitches ahead of the hitter as to how he wants the at-bat to be worked. Suppose he wants a high fastball.
Not a bad pitch. 2-2. Got him. 2 down here in the 5th.
Strikeout number 3 for Zito. He's got a nice rhythm going. His story, I think, is one of the more inspirational stories that I've ever seen and experienced. To where he is now, to where he was his first year as a Giant. Really the first year and a half before he started to rebuild himself. And the whole time he went through and took his lumps, he not one time ever made an excuse and just worked his tail off to try and get it right. And he has gotten it right.
Colvin 1 for 2. He singled to lead off the game. Takes that pitch high. 2 balls and no strikes. Nice crowd tonight. Very close to a sellout. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I love the ultra mower. As you can see, the fastball come right off the fingers. The arm pronate and his eyes staying on the target. I want to emphasize that. That is one of the most important throwing fundamentals that a lot of young players, a lot of old players, even at the big league level, fail to remember. Is after you throw that ball, you keep your eyes on your target. A lot of players will watch the ball. It's a great look at Barry Zito keeping his eyes on the glove.
On the ground, Aubrey Huff with a nice play to his right. Flipping to Zito, and they just get Colvin going down the line. It'll be Freddie Sanchez to lead it off.
Comcast Authentic Barbecue. It's their way of saying thank you to all the fans that give us so much support throughout the season. Of course, Mike and Dwayne are going to be there. A couple of the Giants, Buster Posey, Sergio Romo. You can meet them, get their autograph. And the best part, free food. And I think they have Dunkin' Dodger. And Dwayne and Mike, I hear you're arriving via pedicab. That's right. Only the best, guys.
Here's Freddie Sanchez, and the pitch is low. I'm not sure how we're arriving. It may be that.
Oh, I thought it was a duck boat.
Well, a helicopter, we were told.
Jeez.
Sanchez out to right field, but it's right at Colvin who makes the catch.
Well, the Padres are coming to town this weekend for 3, and Saturday, August 14th, is going to be a 1:10 start time. It'll also be Bruce Bochy Bobblehead Day. First 20,000 fans will receive a Bruce Bochy bobblehead presented by Grapes of California. To get tickets, all you got to do is go to sfgiants.com. And remember, with dynamic pricing, buy early and save.
Here's Aubrey Huff. I think Gorzolani settled in.
Yeah, you definitely, when a guy like Gorzolani gets a rhythm going, and it's tough to do much with him. Got to get him early, and the Giants did.
Huff had a hard time keeping his hands back. As Gorzelani had him way out in front. It's 0-2.
I mean, both pitchers are putting on a clinic right now, taking the sting out of hitters' bats. Just getting them off balance. It's what Gorzelani and Zito are all about. Gorzelani throws a little harder than Zito. Doesn't have the curveball. Excellent changeup slider combination. Zito with 4 looks will get a hitter. And they have had command of everything.
Hit out into Triple's alley. Is it going to hang up? And Bird can't get it. And Huff is off to the races. Here he is rounding the bag at second. He is headed to third, and he'll make it standing. It looked like it was just going to hang up for Bird, but it didn't.
Little breaking ball, Slaughter, he goes down and gets it. This is the beautiful thing about his swing. It's flat. And he catches balls, even good knee-high location breaking balls, and he backspins them. And when you backspin, you get distance. He finds a gap. And right about here, he starts to believe it's a triple. And watch him kick it in. And once he gets it going, he's got a strong stride. A stand-up triple for Aubrey Huff.
And Buster Posey will hit with the infield in.
That's the 4th triple of the year for Aubrey Huff.
Very high to Posey.
Now you're going to look at Gorzelani's best strikeout stuff right now because that's what he's pitching for.
Good swing by Posey as he fouls it back. One and one to Buster Posey. A teaser to Posey, and he looked at it with Pat Burrell on deck.
I think that's one of Gorzelani's strengths. Is he will change sight lines. His changeup and his slider all around the knees, and he'll elevate the fastball up around the letters. Posey was right on it. Time to see that fastball go straight back. He is on it. You're not fooling him with that speed.
Two and two. And Posey does not go around. 3-2. He wanted to, though.
High fastball, then go down around the knees with a little slider. I mean, that's what Gorzelani does. And if you ever underestimate the importance of changing sight lines, here's a guy who's made a good living doing it.
And he got it.
Back foot slider. Did not give into him with an open base. Take advantage of a hitter's aggressiveness, wanting to get that RBI in. And that's exactly what he wanted to do with a perfect pitch, and he got the strikeout he was looking for.
Tune in to NBC Bay Area Morning News, the Morning News team for early news, traffic, and weather updates. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m. Burrell on the ground, foul.
Steve Kowalski, our ball dude. Nice going, killer. Out of bid. Nice play. There's Lisa Kowalski. She needs a play.
Lisa's cold. Out of play, and it's 0-2.
Lisa used to be the soccer coach over at Hayward State. She's a very good athlete.
Lisa's cold.
Yeah.
A gamer, though, as that pitch is high, 1-2.
Oh, she'll rally. Oh, yeah. Just looking for a ground ball.
Burrow skies one to center field. It's in the park to Bird. And they'll end the inning. Giants waste the triple by Aubrey Huff. We will head now to the 6th.
One, Barry Zito getting set to face Starling Castro, the good-looking young shortstop for the Cubs. Castro 1 for 2 tonight, a single back in the 3rd. Always a good time for garlic fries and pizza. Imitated but never duplicated. First pitch changeup off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop in front of Aaron Rowan. I mean, just like that, in one pitch, Cubs have a runner on. It is the Coors Light 6th inning. That means it's time for Coors Light freeze can. And we go to a little glove work by Aubrey Huff, who takes a bolt and makes a nice flip to Barry Zito, who outruns Tyler Colvin. And there you see, indeed, the play was called correctly. That's our Coors Light freeze can, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Here's Xavier Nady. Good speed at first, and Nady takes a strike. Nady's popped out and he's flied out. The hit by Castro, the 6th in the game for the Cubs. Good breaking ball, 0-2.
Mixes location, mixes speed, mixes movement. And it's fun to pitch when you got them all 4 working, and he has had those all 4 working for the majority of his starts this year.
Castro with his lead, and that fastball is outside at 87, and it's 1-2. Oh yeah, the pizza slice. Here's the pitch. Dribbler foul.
0-2 fastball. Set up the 1-2 changeup, and he just got a piece of it. Every speed sets up another speed. Every movement sets up another movement.
And he steps out.
Well, Buster Posey's thinking off speed, but Barry Zito wanted to shake to a fastball. He went through a lot of suggestions there.
Hit out into right center field and hit a long way. Andres Torres is not going to get it. Nady's going to stop at second, and coming in to score is Castro, and it's 3-2.
It's a nice two-strike at bat for Xavier Nady. Set up in the inside corner. He cuts that fastball, and he leaves it out over the plate. I mean, this is a mistake with 2 strikes that we have not seen often from Zito of late. And Nady takes full advantage of the mistake.
Torres did a good job of keeping that from going further out into Triple's alley. Otherwise, it would have indeed been a triple. And now Bird is at the plate with the tying run at second base. Bird hit a home run in the 4th inning. Here he lines one at Rowan. Rowan is going to reach up and make the catch. And now tagging is Nady. Uribe's throw is late. So nice base running by Nady.
And that line drive really took Rowan back. And when he finally got to it, he had to make a flat-footed throw with all of his movement going back towards the center field wall, not coming towards the infield, so he couldn't get a whole lot on it. And watch him go back on the ball. Ball really sailed on him. Flat foot throw. So Nady taking advantage of it, making a productive out of it. And now the Cubs get a runner third, less than 2 outs. It becomes a strikeout situation for Zito.
Right, Giants now pull the infield in. Soriano pops it out to shallow right field. Torres, can he get there? He cannot. It falls for a base hit, and this game is tied. So a couple of bad breaks for Zito here in the 6th inning. He makes the pitch he wants to, and Soriano dumps it into right field.
Little changeup. He gets Soriano reaching. And with the defense protecting the gap in right center, they expose the line to right, and it's just too deep for any infielder to get to. A vintage Texas leaguer. We got a brand new ball game, partner.
Three hits in the inning. Here's Baker. Baker is bounced out twice. Padres are now leading the Pirates 4-0. That game is in the 5th inning. A run in the 4th for Chicago, 2 runs here in the 6th. Out of play, and it snowballs in 1 strike.
Next pitch for Zito will be number 75. He has been very economical with his throws. Looking for a ground ball to get a couple outs, get out of this inning, minimize the damage.
Line drive, base hit.
Now this 3rd time through the lineup, the Cubs have made some nice adjustments, and they are well timed to Zito. And this has not happened at any point during this game until this inning. They're on him. Chris Ray getting his glove, heading down to the bullpen.
DeWitt, an infield hit. And then a line drive out to Burrow and left. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Zito now with 76 pitches. And a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Castro dumped a single into center field to lead off the inning, and Nady with a double. Bird lined out to center field. Soriano a bloop hit, and then Baker a line drive to left field. Way outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Good shot of Chris Ray as he starts to get loose. Zito looking to get out of the inning, get the Giants off the field. Three and one.
Just scraping the bottom of that strike zone, not getting the call. But to Ted Barrett's credit, he has laid off that pitch. I mean, we've seen other umpires call that pitch a strike, not tonight.
Well, Gorzelani wasn't getting it in the first inning. Hit out to Burrow. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Castillo.
He's not going to be a comfortable at bat for Zito either. I mean, he's faced him a couple times. He knows a little bit about his swing, but veteran pitchers do not like young hitters, especially in runner and scoring position at bats, because they don't know their swings. They don't know their hot spots. They don't know their cold spots.
Down low.
Should be very careful with the pitcher on deck and an open base. There's nobody throwing in the Cubs bullpen. So Zito does not have to give in to Castillo.
Off the end of the bat. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike. So Zito working hard here in the 6th inning to get out of it by just allowing 2 runs. 2 balls and a strike. So just trying to get Castillo to swing at his pitch with the pitcher on deck. Another dribbler. And it's 2-2.
Well, the last time he faced him, he put him to sleep with a couple of changeups and then zipped him in a 2-strike count with a high fastball. You've got to be careful. You do not want to let this young guy beat you when you have Gorzelani on deck and an open base.
He wasn't fooled by that one at all.
He went at him the same way he went at him in his second at bat back in the 5th inning. And that was dangerous. He wanted the high fastball. This thing lays out right at the belt. Whatever you throw here, you do not have to put it in the strike zone. Let your movement on the pitch run out of the strike zone and hope he chases.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Everybody back in. Zito with that left arm dangling off to his side. Gets the sign from Buster Posey. He got him to end the inning. Cubs tie it up for the Giants. It'll be Uribe, Sandoval, and Rowan coming up.
Big pitch there.
The next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. And by Verizon. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
It is time now for our McDonald's game summary. Giants had a 3-0 lead. It's now 3-3. Bird's got a home run. Dorzolani has settled in after the first inning. Burrow's got a 2-run single. Zito pitched okay, gave up a couple of runs in the sixth. This game is tied, and that's our McDonald's game summary. Here's Uribe, followed by Sandoval, and then Rowan. Uribe pops it up. It'll be Nady hanging in there with it, and that's out number one on one pitch.
One pitch, one out, a gift. An opportunity for a shutdown inning here for Dorzolani. He had his team tie to score at the top of the sixth. So one pitch out and a shutdown inning opportunity looms large.
Here's Sandoval.
Well, you'd love to see him run into one right about now.
It's been a while since Sandoval did put one in the seats.
June 15th.
Swing and a miss. One ball and one strike.
It's almost 4 paychecks ago.
I was still in my 50s.
You were still in your 50s. That's a long time ago.
Holy Toledo. On the ground towards the hole. Baker to his left. Picks it, throws it. Sandoval's retired.
Nice play.
Subway. Time now for Subway Eat Fresh. Ask Kruk and Kite. It's Benji from Walnut Creek wants to know, do you guys still root for teams you used to play for?
I do. I pay attention. See how they're doing. Once you play in a city and you get friendly with the fans there, you want them to have fun. You don't want them to have fun against the Giants, but you want them to have good years. How about you, Smooth?
Yep. I always keep track of what the Tribe is doing. And I always keep an eye on what the Giants are doing, too.
Really?
Yeah. You're right. You're loyal to the people in the towns that you played in. And that's the way it is for you and for me. The people in Cleveland were wonderful. I love those people in Cleveland.
Mike Fontenot, the new kid on the block. Traded today from the Cubs over to the Giants. And as Kite pointed out before the game, a bit of a fish out of water feeling from Fontenot.
Rowan, high drive, left field, out of here. And that's the hit the Giants have been looking for, the big fly.
And you hope a big guy can run into one in a tie ball game, and just like that, the Giants get the lead back. And that's one with your Tom Gorzelani, and you know a guy in the 8-hole's got power. You really kick yourself for giving him a pitch to extend through with a pitcher on deck. They set up in the inside corner, and this thing lays out over the middle of the plate, right at the knees. And that short, powerful stroke of Rowan runs into it. And that is home run number 10 for Aaron Rowan.
Zito takes a strike. Gorzelani kind of let everybody know that it may go out of the ballpark. One ball and one strike to Zito, who struck out twice. All serious for Aaron Rowan these days.
And Gorzelani does not give up a lot of home runs.
Zito, a drive down the right field line, and Gorzelani tags him out.
You are a funny guy.
Aaron Rowan, his 10th home run of the year, and it's bye-bye baby. And that's what we're talking about. Woohoo!
Between the Padres and the Giants, a 3-gamer, and Sunday's August 15th game is a 105 start. The first 7,500 fans 14 and under will receive an orange mesh jersey presented by Remax. If you would like to buy tickets, all you have to do is go to sfgiants.com. And remember, with dynamic pricing, buy early and save big glue.
There's Bill Lemos from Conoco, big Giants fan, almost as long as he's been at Conoco. Good to have you here, Bill. Glad to see you're smiling too.
And a bit.
Giants with a 4-3 lead. Here's Carlos Zambrano as a pinch hitter.
Now the Cubs are shorthanded. With the trade of Fontenot coming over to the Giants, they do not have anybody here to replace him.
And you got to be careful because this guy will go for it. And Zito staying away from Zambrano, which is very wise.
Well, he's got 20 career home runs. Those are great numbers for a pitcher.
Gets it on the ground to Sandoval. And Sandoval will throw out to Zambrano.
Well, a reminder to tune into the NBC Bay Area Morning News Team for early news, traffic, and weather updates weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
First game ever. Go Giants. You're welcome back.
Yes, you are. I hope to see you again many times, ladies.
Here's Tyler Colvin. It's always great to see the young people here at the park. Because eventually, this one is hit high and deep and gone. And a tie ball game. So Rowan homers to take the lead. Colvin comes back and ties it up with his 18th of the year.
And he got a breaking ball on the first pitch, and I think he was sitting on it big time because he got both cheeks into this one, folks. It's a get-it-in pitch, and there's the breaking ball. Belt high, middle in, and that's going to end the night for Zito.
And it was a hanger.
Yeah.
Very close to being in the water. Romo's coming in. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. Is Sergio Romo in to face Starlin Castro here in the 7th inning. A home run by Tyler Colvin has tied it up. Didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
Look out, and the first pitch is a breaking ball, and it hits Castro in the back.
Well, I didn't see that coming either.
Didn't break.
Gets so used to great command from Sergio Romo, and here with a breaking ball on the first pitch, punks him in the shoulder. Those are the numbers for Romo, and they're fantastic. 47 strikeouts in 45 innings against 10 walks. Throwing strikes has not ever been a problem for Sergio Romo.
80 takes a strike. He doubled in a run in the 6th inning. A ball hit out into right center field. And a quick 0-2 on a breaking ball. Snap throw to first, and just getting back is the diving Castro. back is Castro. He's got 6 steals, 6 out of 9 this year. Got him.
Good. Hard breaking ball below the zone. He got him the chase.
All right, time to check in with Amy G.
Hey guys, time for the poll question. Check it out at CSNBayArea.com. It is brought to you tonight by Pacific Specialty Insurance. Which team do you think poses the biggest threat to the Giants making the playoffs? Let us know and check out the results on Giants Postgame Live. Dwayne?
Ready. Thanks, Amy. Here's Marlon Byrd, a home run in the 4th off of Zito. Zito went 6 1/3. Allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Bird takes a strike. He allowed 2 home runs, solo home runs to Bird and to Colvin. Colvin's here in the 7th. Tied the game. Not happy.
He's not. No, he's not happy. But you have to tip your cap to the Cubs. They made some nice adjustments against him as the game wore on.
Zito had 1-2-3 inning. And that came in the 5th. 0-1 to Bird. Castro's got a pretty good lean going. He may be taken off.
Lou Piniella not here with this Cub team. Alan Trammell, the acting manager, and he is aggressive on the run.
Runner goes. Swinging a foul back. It's 0-2.
That's been pretty steady throughout this series.
This is Bird's home run in the 4th.
An impressive swing of the bat because it's where Zito wanted to throw it. A cut fastball on the inside corner, maybe even off the plate. And Marlon Byrd just dug it out. That's a strong man home run right there. And to me, that was the home run try of the year.
Adam Rosales with the A's is pretty good at getting around the bases on a home run as well. Hit out into right field. Andres Torres has got a beat on this one. And that'll end the inning. Cubs tie it up. It's 4-4. you're looking at James Russell.
Russell, one of 2 left-handers in that bullpen. And Russell has got a high 80s, low 90s fastball with a kind of a slurvy breaking ball. Those are his numbers. Good command, 28 strikeouts against 6 walks, 46 base runners in 36 innings. That's good. 9 home runs, however, that's a lot.
Want to know to Andres Torres, 2 for 3. Right guy to lead things off for the Giants here in the 7th. Sanchez and Aubrey Huff. Two balls and no strikes. Giants know that the Padres are about to beat the Pirates.
Justin Berg, the right-hander, getting greased up.
3-0. It's impossible not to scoreboard watch.
Oh, no,
if you're a player.
That's the fun part of it. And I mean, and a lot of veterans will say it's a little early, but you know what? Baloney. It's time.
There's a strike. I mean, the team that's in front of you, the team that's coming in to play you next. Of course you're going to watch the scoreboard. And players will probably tell you they're not. But we're not buying it, and a walk for Torres.
A leadoff walk. Well, Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans, and you can improve your fantasy player. Just track your favorite player or team. All you do is go to BloombergSports.com for details.
Sanchez is walked, he's bounced out, and he's flied out.
What situation here?
And he bunts this one, and it's going to end up being a good bunt as Nady will throw him out. And Sanchez gets the job done. And the hitter will be Aubrey Huff. Well, we got what we wished for when we were sitting in Atlanta. We said we wanted it a little cool.
Yeah.
It's a little cool.
I will not ever take this for granted.
We are not complaining.
We're going to head back into the furnace on Monday when the Giants get on the plane and head to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, St. Louis. Those 2 cities will be a little warm next road trip.
Pickoff, well, just about the time I thought they were going to throw a pickoff play, and if they had, Torres might have been out.
Now look at how they expose the left side of the infield, and that's a mistake by the pitcher. If you don't throw a pickoff move, you've got to step off and allow your shortstop a chance to get back to position, because he threw it, and the whole left side of the infield was wide open.
Well, I thought it distracted Huff.
Castillo going to come out and talk about it. Now, he's probably put the same sign a couple times down, and Russell has not bought into it, so he wants to come out there and plead his case and hear what Russell has to say as to what he wants to throw here.
Low to Huff. 2 balls and no strikes. Buster Posey to follow. A walk and a sacrifice bunt, and the Giants have the lead run at second base with only 1 out. Strike call to Huff. 2 balls and 1 strike. Padres in town over the weekend. Come on out to the yard. It'll be Clayton Richard against Jonathan Sanchez on Friday night. Torres goes, pitches low, the throw to third, and he made it.
That's a huge play.
That is huge. You're right.
And they know the reputation of Castillo's arm. I know he's not a big leaguer, but an arm like his is one that gets around professional baseball quickly. And he really picked a great pitch to steal on. Big, slow curveball from Russell. Great jump. And Wellington Castillo, even from his knees, a threat. But the Giants get what they want, and that's a stolen bag that creates a runner third, less than 2 out situation. And that's a big play.
And here's Huff now with the infield in. And the count's 3-1. 3-2.
So a breaking ball. And Huff, a lot of left-handed hitters of his quality will look breaking ball in 3-1 counts, especially in this scenario with a couple open bags. And Russell poured a fastball right through it.
Got him.
Well, in the end, he gets the strikeout that he was looking for.
So we got a pitching change. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Traded. I was just telling someone I was about to go decide if I was going to go work out or get a bite to eat, but they called me in office to get traded. So I'm excited for the opportunity. I've had a great time in Chicago. I've been great in Chicago and really enjoyed my time there.
So there he is now watching his old team taking on the Giants as Buster Posey takes a first pitch strike from Justin Berg.
Big sink from Justin Berg. Sinker slider guy.
Ooh, nice play by Castillo. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
And one of the best type of swings to beat a sinker from a right-hander is an inside-out hack like Posey has. There's the numbers for Berg. 9 strikeouts, 15 walks. He is a pitcher that can be wild, and he can throw wild pitches.
Posey trying to pick up Aubrey Huff. Chopper to short. Castro throws him out. And the Giants waste an opportunity. Here comes the 8th at 4-4.
3:30 start time. Jonathan Sanchez is going to take on the Padres. It's also Virgin American night at AT&T Park. All fans will receive a 2-for-1 flight voucher on Virgin American. Good to travel from August 25th to the November 17th date. Certain restrictions do apply. If you're interested for tickets, all you got to do is go to sfgiants.com. And remember, dynamic pricing, buy early, save big. Oh, yeah.
Alfonso Soriano facing Sergio Romo in a 4-4 ball game. And Soriano had one thought, and that was to hit one in the bleachers.
He wanted to leave Earth. That was the thought. And he can do it.
Yes, he can.
Good fastball getting in tight. You don't want to let him get extended. Such an unorthodox swing with TNT in those hands.
Hammers it to left. Burrell is going to go back, and he judged it just right. 1 out.
Well, top spinner. Ball was hit well.
That'll bring up Jeff Baker, who's 1 for 3. Hey, the Pirates are coming back.
What's the score?
7-3.
They were down 7-0.
Yeah.
Nice going.
Baker bluffs a bunt. 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval has got to respect it a little bit, although he didn't come in that much more after the bluff. There's a strike right at the belt, and it's a ball and a strike. On a play to make it 1-2.
Well, what lights up a crowd faster than a speeding foul ball? Nothing.
Yeah, it'll get everybody's attention, and then it'll get a comment from everybody.
Everybody's okay. A nice 1-2 pitch. Good take there by Baker. That's such a big teaser that Romo float in there.
Got him.
And you talk about freezing a guy. And that's a walk back to the dugout where you're thinking, hope nobody saw that. Just a little frisbee that locks him up. Grab some fine meat.
Here's DeWitt. (7-4) Padres. DeWitt, soft line drive, and Sanchez puts it away to end the inning. It'll be Burrell to lead it off. 4-4 ball game as Pat Burrell will lead things off. And Burrell takes a strike. Burrell is 1 for 3. He singled in a pair of runs in the first. And a breaking ball, and it's a quick 0-2. A little bit of a funky delivery from Justin Berg. In tight. Well, what do the girls do on girls' night out? They come out and see us.
Friends since the 2nd grade.
Oh, yeah. All great moms, and they love their Giants. As Burrell, high drive, left field, out of here.
Nice going.
Burrell with his 8th of the year, and he's got a knack for this.
Now, this is the time of year you expect your veterans to lead. He gets a breaking ball and hangs right up there, middle in at the belt, and he unloads. Home run number 8.
You think he knew it?
Yeah.
And look at the crowd in the background.
They knew it too.
Here's Uribe, and Uribe bounces this one up the middle. Castro will make the play. 1 out.
Take a look at the ultra-mo swing and watch the Dobbs stay inside the hanger, middle in. And when a big man can power out a hanger, middle in, you know he's got control of the swing. And that ball jumped.
Almost hit the rescue squad. I want the Panda on my cheerleading team. I do. I mean, he could be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, I'm telling you.
He definitely could make that transition, I'm sure. He'd look good in the white boots, I'll say that.
Drive into right center field. This is Triples Alley. Can the Panda do it? We won't find out. It's a ground rule double. A nice swing of the bat for Sandoval.
And for Sandoval, another 2-hit night. He's starting to string them together. And this is loud contact here. A mistake in. You see where Castillo, the catcher, had set up away. And Berg's all over the place right now. The Giants are jumping on him.
I think Panda would have gone for 3.
Oh, I totally agree. But this really got out there in a hurry. That felt good. Well, it's his birthday. A 2-hit night for the Panda on his birthday.
Rowan hit a home run his last at bat. And he looks at a pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. In tight, 2-0. Rowan's home run came off of Gorzolani with 2 outs in the 6th.
Down and got one with a breaking ball that hung out over the plate. And at the time, it gave the Giants a 1-run lead.
I was kidding both Burrell and Rowan before the game that they wanted to get hot before they went to Philly.
Well, it's happening.
Fouled at the plate, 2-2. The 2 RBIs for Burrell in the first. The home run here in the 8th. 3 on the night, 23 since he's put on a Giants uniform, and they've all been very important RBIs.
Brian Wilson getting chalked up. He will pitch the 9th.
Rowan out swinging. Ishikawa is going to get a crack at Bird.
Well, here's an invitation for a barbecue and some free food. Fans, it's time for us at Comcast Sportsnet to say thank you and show you our appreciation. It's a Comcast Sportsnet authentic post-game barbecue tomorrow afternoon. You can drop by our downtown San Francisco studio after the Giants Cubs game for a broadcast of Giants post-game live and Chronicle Live. Kuip and I will be there, top Bay Area athletes, and of course our Comcast Sportsnet talent as well. Free barbecue, free studio tours, giveaways, games, and much, much more. For more information, go to csnbayarea.com.
Here's Ishikawa. Bouncing ball to second. DeWitt has it. They'll end the inning. We will go to the 9th. And thanks to Pat Burrell, the Giants have the lead on this. It's bye-bye, baby. It's the Giants 5 and the Cubs 4. In wildcard highlights and the Niners' first-round picks. Come on, they don't have issues, do they? We'll find out tonight on Sportsnet Central. Here's Brian Wilson facing the pinch hitter Micah Hoffpower. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. 5-4 Giants. Foul back. Good swing by Hoffpower. He does have power. And the numbers for Wilson.
70 strikeouts against 18 walks in 49 and a third. 32 saves and 35 ops.
Foul to the backstop, 1 and 2.
And you're right, Micah Hoffpower does have some jolt in his back. He was having a very solid season at the AAA level. Travis Ishikawa comes in to play first base.
Low 2-2.
Pat Burrell out of the game. Aubrey Huff moves to left field.
So it's Huff, Rowan, and Torres in the outfield. Everybody stays the same on the infield with the exception of Travis Ishikawa, as Burrell will watch from the railing. Three and 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Out of play.
96-mile-an-hour knee-high pain away. He's got to make him swing the bat, but he's making him use the opposite field. A guy like Power, like Hot Power, you don't want to make a mistake middle in. He can turn it around and leave earth on the right side, make him go the other way. And that's the philosophy behind a Power fastball on the outside corner. Most relievers in this situation will do the same thing.
Got him.
Big payoff pitch and a big first out.
Fukudome is going to pinch hit.
And, you know, Hot Power's got to protect. He expands. And at that velocity, you don't have time. You got to start early. Grab some pine. Meet Pat Burrell digging it.
Here's Fukudome. Takes a strike. Just tried to shave the outside corner, barely missed. A ball and a strike.
That's good use of an 0-1 count, though. Make him expand with you.
Not close. Uribe kind of shading towards the hole at short. The middle of the diamond is wide open. Straight away in the outfield. And it's 2-1 to Fukudome. 2-2.
Perfect pitch. Very compact delivery. Very easy delivery to repeat the stroke. And he can do it at a high velocity. Mike Fontenot, the new Giant, looking on. Very good pitch. Set up in the outside corner and just a wee bit outside.
Slowly hit. It's going to be Wilson, and this is going to be no chance. An infield hit for Fukudome.
So a bit of a bad break there for Wilson as he makes an excellent pitch. And one thing about Fukudome's swing is he doesn't have a lot of backswing, so if he's got a swing and bunt down at third base line, he's going to get down well.
And he's out of the box when he makes contact.
Yep. Wilson probably would have been better off not throwing that, risking an overthrow.
Here's Tyler Colvin. A home run in the 7th inning off of Barry Zito. It nearly went into the water. It was a hanging breaking ball.
That was a get it in first pitch strike, and he was laying on it.
The 1-0 pitch is a strike. Fukudome's got 4 steals, but he's been thrown out 5 times. I don't think you would send Fukudome with 1 out, but with 2 outs, it's a possibility. And first, Wilson's got to get to that point.
Towards it in. Wilson taking a long time, freezing Fukudome over there at first base out of the stretch. Once he unloads him, he's very quick to home. Everything he does out there on the mound is athletic.
Good swing, and it stays 1-2.
Challenge fastball right there at the belt, and he's got power that side of the plate. We've already seen the power. Now he did it in first pitch breaking ball, and he hit that ball to right field, but most of his power is middle away, and that pitch was right there to his wheelhouse. Got to be careful. I think that may have been the message that Posey took out to Wilson. Get it down.
Yeah, maybe they tried to bounce one. He's ahead in the count. Outside, 2-2. He stayed to that side of the plate. To Hop Power, to Fukudome, and now to Colvin. Two pitch. Hit on the ground. Ishikawa will tag Colvin, and down to second goes Fukudome. And that'll bring up Starlin Castro with the tying run at second base.
And he's had a good night.
He has.
Couple singles, hit by a pitch, he scored a run. I like the payoff pitch, though, to Colvin. It was a cutter at high velocity. So he knows that's a movement he can rely on based on that last pitch performance.
Fastball. Check that. It was not a fastball.
A little cutter.
And it's 0-1.
Steal strike one. And when you get in there first pitch against Wilson, you're not going to be thinking anything but a fastball. Especially with runner in score position. He was not.
On a play, 0-2.
Came back, same pitch, and he got away with one there. Wilson eats this up, as every reliever does, when you get the crowd into a last strike opportunity.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Wilson ends it with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and Game 3 in this series goes to the Giants. And I'm not saying it's a game they had to win, but it was a game they needed to win, and they do it.